So the days may get repetitive sometimes. You might feel like you're just living the same day over and over again, especially when you're trying to build your body. Because the only way you're gonna build your body is through repetition, doing the same things, day in, day out, doing the same exercises, eating the same types of foods, high protein, clean carbs, healthy fats. And you know, it might get monotonous at times. You might just question the entire process and wonder why you're doing it in the first place. This is so repetitive. Like, why am I gonna continue doing the same thing over and over again? I'm not seeing the results right away. They're taking forever to come. I'm going insane. No, you're actually getting closer to your goal. There's gonna be a lot of times where you question it. Like, it's normal, bro. It's completely normal to question the process. But that doesn't mean you stop trusting it. That doesn't mean you don't keep doing the things you need to do. We need to train, we need to eat, we need to sleep to recover and build more muscle. So please don't just stop because you don't get those results as quick as you want them. It's gonna be different for everybody. Some people are gonna progress much quicker. Some people are not gonna progress as fast. But you must remember, you're in control of the variables. You're in control. You are completely in control of how much you want to put into this. Do not forget that. It's a very important thing to remember, because if you don't feel like you're in control, you're not gonna try as hard as you need to try. The current dilemma in my life is this back day that's about to fucking get absolutely cooked. I'm gonna cook this shit well done. I'm gonna cook this shit. I'm probably gonna burn this shit. That's how much I'm gonna cook my back. And, you know, we're gonna throw in some rear delts as well, of course. Like, my rear delts are a big weak point that I'm trying to bring up. So I'm, of course, gonna train them. I'm gonna cook up a meal real quick that's gonna provide me enough carbohydrates to kill this back day. Here is the carb source that's gonna be in my meal. Rice and grinds. Coconut cream pie flavor, baby. And here's our protein source for the meal. We got 150 grams of chicken breast, cooked weight. It's gonna be my fat source too. I put this in the cream of rice, so that coconut flavor about to be hitting different, bro. So now it's time to consume the meal. Got some mustard on the chicken. Got some banana in the cream of rice as well. So we got plenty of carbohydrates and an adequate amount of protein for this pre-workout meal. I'm not gonna lie, this chicken's a little fucking dry. I overcooked in the oven. I prefer my chicken cooked on the stovetop, but it's way easier to fucking bulk prep chicken in the oven. I just cooked it for too long, so you gotta deal with some dry chicken. I've had worse, bro, trust me. I came to a mature conclusion that there's no reason to cut right now. We're in winter. We're meant to be bulking. The only reason to be shredded would to be just to look sick. I wouldn't really progress. I wouldn't really gain more muscle. This is why I'm eating a substantial amount more food, because I'm trying to actually build a lot of contractile muscle tissue. And the only way I'm gonna do that is being in a surplus and training hard as fuck. So that's what's on the agenda today. Already had 2 meals today. That meal was at least 80 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein, and about 13 grams of fat. We're eating about that much every single meal, and I'm eating 5, sometimes 6 times a day. Just depends on the day. So the body's getting fed. That's for damn sure. The body dysmorphia is gonna be a lot higher when you're bulking. You're not gonna see the detail that you're used to seeing in your physique when you're shredded. And that's okay. You're covered up, you're building. You're not meant to look crazy. You're meant to fucking feel crazy in the gym and lift heavy and feel strong as fuck and build muscle. This bulk is setting me up for my next cut to be unspeakable, to be unfucking heard of. Because if I just stayed cutting, I would just look the same and I wouldn't really progress. Like, okay, cool, like what's the point of that shit? It's hard for me to bulk. It's a lot harder for me to bulk up than it is to cut, because I like seeing myself shredded, but I just gotta accept the bulk. And that's what I'm doing. Fuck being shredded. I don't even need to be shredded. But the thing is, with social media now, you see everybody's shredded as fuck, what looks like year round, but that's not the case. That is not the case at all, because there's actually a lot of people who just only post their shredded pictures. And I've been guilty of that too on Instagram. I'll post old photos where I looked fucking shredded as shit, because I'm like, I look like shit. I look like shit on my bulk. I don't want to post this shit. Let me scroll back to fucking when I looked sick and I post a picture. So, my bad for setting up unrealistic expectations on social media. That wasn't my intent. I just like looking sick as fuck. But to look even more sick, to look even more crazy, I have to bulk. I have to actually put on contractile muscle tissue, so the next time I'm in a cutting phase, I look exponentially different. What you know about fucking kendama, boy? That was first try, I swear to fucking God, that was first try. So, you're gonna feel fat on the bulk. You're gonna feel like an obese piece of shit. You're not always gonna like how you look. There's gonna be very few amount of times where you're like, holy shit, I look fucking crazy. I don't understand this shit, bro. First of all, you're pissing me off. This shit's pissing me the fuck off, bro. Just focusing in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Explain this to me, you piece of shit. So I need you to understand one thing. The bulk is gonna test you mentally. It's gonna test you more than anything in your life. You're gonna question everything about it. You're gonna wonder why the fuck you're even bulking in the first place. Please do not give up on the bulk. Unless you're like actually obese. I'm saying that in the nicest possible way. You might need to do an aggressive mini cut just for a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, just get everything resensitized and then get back into that surplus, baby. So yeah, this like focusing issue is really pissing me off. I mean, my camera is like low-key broken. It's been broken. Any OG watchers of this channel know that my camera broke a long fucking time ago, like over a year ago, when I was driving to the gym and it fell off the fucking dash of my car. Fucking destroyed the camera. But it still works somewhat. But it does all this weird shit now, which is not favorable and not ideal, but we're still using it. And I'm sorry that it's focusing in and out. I can't fix it. I can't. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. I feel like I have spoken enough on everything that's on my mind recently, so it's time to train. It's no longer time to think about anything else except the back and how the mechanics of the back are working during each and every single exercise. When I'm in the exercise, bro, I'm really just thinking about what the muscle's doing. What is the back muscle doing to move the weight? How is the muscle stretching? I'm just thinking about the muscle, and it simplifies everything in your life, and it's so much more chill to be training than to really be doing anything else, I think, personally. I literally can't take a rest day anymore. Like, I've tried, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna rest tomorrow. I wake up, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna train today, fuck it. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna rest today. I changed my mind. I'm gonna train. Because you just gotta train, bro. That's the answer to all your life's problems, is training. So, let's train, baby.
made it back in my vehicle, and that back workout was euphoric as fuck. You know, it wasn't my strongest back day of all time. I've definitely bent over row more weight than that. But you can't be your strongest 24/7. There's going to be some days where you're a little bit weaker. There's outside factors that are going to affect your training sessions, but you know, you just have to do your best to control the variables you can. All this shit's up to you, bro. Everything in your life, it's down to your decisions. So, you know, just try and be wise with the decisions you're making, because they're going to create that future version of yourself and you don't even know it. The decisions you make today create that version of yourself in the future. So be kind to your future self and make the right decisions. Don't make too many wrong ones, because then you might be left living some unideal life that you didn't really want to live because you made some stupid decisions. So, you know, of course, we're all human. We're going to make some dumb choices, some dumb decisions, but it's important to realize that you're in control of your decisions. Don't fall into societal pressures to do a certain thing, or, you know, peer pressure from friends. If you really, in your heart, don't want to do something, and you know it's not good for you, don't let one of your friends, don't let somebody in your life convince you otherwise, because you gotta have that self-respect, and you gotta have, you know, that self-discipline to resist the temptation, the pressure of, you know, just life in general. So, yeah, I'm about to get some food in me though, because I'm motherfucking hungry.